but I gotta
Okay,
make a new one.
we're doing a cross production here. This is my channel. Tamara's talking about her channel, and she's talking about her production values, and she feels that she can do better. Would that be fair to say,
Oh,
hon?
much better.
Much better.
And I gotta learn not to get so upset about what I know.
Okay,
When I try to talk about it, I get more and more upset. That's why I just, for years, just try to not talk about it.
okay, but now you have the platform, hon. You have the
Yes,
platform to talk about it
I
and
know.
work it out. You know, it's like
I have to.
that's been my big
I know. I
breakthrough.
have to learn how
Work it
not to get
out.
so upset, or I just look like a
You got
raging
issues?
hag.
Work them out.
Yeah.
Don't rely on nobody else. You work your own issues out. Is that it? Is that all right? Can you do that? Anyway, so okay, hon.
I just want people to know that the main thing is U.S. versus Doherty. They have the right as jurors to do anything they want to, and they are the keepers or of the law. If they don't like a law, they don't have to convict anybody of it, and that's the main thing. If they see the judge not letting evidence being presented, and that is perfectly legal and not appealable, judges can keep culpable evidence out. Jurors should just null and they should not find anybody guilty or give any money away when judges keep evidence out. I don't know why people do this. I don't know why they back up these terrible judges and prosecutors.
Okay, okay. So would you say that type of system would be in your best interest?
If everybody finds out that prosecutors' job is to prosecute, Imler versus Packman
Hmm.
gives them the right to do anything they want to, elicit false evidence, keep evidence out, anything.
Okay, okay. Let's talk about Imler versus Pac-Man as far as its impact on what was before they said, well, okay, uh, uh, judges. What was it before Imler versus Pac-Man? I mean, judges.
They passed the third civil
Yeah.
rights law in 1960,
Uh,
saying that people could sue if their civil rights were violated by the people in the law, like judges,
uh,
whatever.
uh,
And so they passed. Everybody's, oh, Ray, they passed a law to protect us. Well, the minute anybody tried to sue, found out that the prosecutor elicited false evidence and said that that fruit stains were blood stains, and he was convicted. But then he got out because the two people that the prosecutor had let out of jail to testify against him, Renee, what do you call the word? The minute that they were let out, then he sued Packman, the prosecutor, and so I guess apparently
you mean basically because it was a
they're
corrupt
all
operation.
corrupt.
Yeah. Okay.
All operations of the legal system are corrupt.
Okay. How would you say that that presents itself? What forms would that present itself? What would the corruption look like? What would you be experiencing being the victim of corruption? What would you?
The prosecutor's job is to prosecute. Imler versus Packman, 1976. It's at the legal library. The librarian will lead you to it. Uh, it's their job to prosecute. So when you go to court and you're arrested, the prosecutor's job there is to prosecute, even if he knows you're innocent. Even if he knows you're innocent, he will keep evidence out. He will elicit false evidence. It's perfectly legal for him to do that. Many people get convicted wrongly. Just recently, two men, in the last few years, two men that spent 30 years in prison for murders they did not commit were let out of prison. They found out the prosecutor had illegally, withheld evidence or whatever. But that's just the top of the thing. There's millions of people every year that get wrongly convicted by this. And the prosecutor goes on to become a big probably Sessions, our Attorney General, probably got in and said, "Yeah, I won 99% of my cases." People, oh God, the guy won 99% of his cases, so let's elect him. What they did was they elicited false testimony, sent people to jail for that were innocent.
And what else did they do?
What else do they do? Isn't that enough?
Well, I mean, what form does it take? It's like, uh, let's talk about. You went over this on one of your pieces, but I want to go over it again too because it mystified me. It's a story about the tennis official woman who her husband seemed to have a mishap with a coffee cup, and the prosecutor took it upon himself to be the public avenger, and basically wiped this woman out.
He said, yeah, she beat her husband to death with a coffee cup. And probably they went back to New York. She was, I guess, a judge in some tennis match or something. She was some official in the tennis world, and arrested her and brought her back, put her in jail. Cost her a lot of money. She was charged with murder. Cost her a lot of money to get out of jail and hire a lawyer and get out of this. She probably wiped out her savings or her equity in her house. So when she tried to sue the prosecutor, Imler versus Pacton, it's his job to prosecute. She couldn't sue him.
So, would you say that that would be equal justice?
There is no justice in America. There is no justice. Look at the murders that got off. The OJ, because he had a lot of money, and they got black women who hate, obviously, are very prejudiced against white women. So white woman was murdered.
Oh, wait a minute,
Let
wait a
him
minute.
off.
Okay.
And what
So
about
wait a minute.
Rockefeller?
Okay,
Rockefeller.
wait a minute. Let's.
He killed his neighbor and cut him up and put him in a box in the ocean, and he got off. He got off. He was a billionaire.
Sure, of course. But anyway, not always.
What about the Texas? There's a guy in Texas who was on camera, trying to get his divorce lawyer murdered, and they let him off.
Mm-hmm.
If you got enough money, you can get off.
Yes.
That was a big joke about it. Oh, people were comedians or whatever, and they'd say, "Oh, well, I have enough money to get away with one murder."
Okay. We're gonna break. We'll be back.